is the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. 1010XL, home sweet home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
SEC, ACC, NFL, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Now, the window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter on 1010XL. Flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting. Here are your hosts, Ryan the Hacker Green, Leon Searcy, and Coach Gerald Ingram.
They do snap it. Play fake. Trevor rolls, fires. That's Hunter Long. Complete. First down, and he slides down in play. That is a conversion. A pass to Hunter Long. He makes the catch. He slides down. The 49ers cannot stop it. They're out of timeouts. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here at Levi Stadium.
Frank Franchi on the call, Jaguars Radio, and with that, a very good Sunday evening to you, Jacksonville. It is the window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. For only the fifth time in franchise history, the Jaguars went out to the Pacific time zone, came home with a victory. The first time they've ever won a game in San Francisco in the regular season. And for only the second time since 2008, the Jacksonville Jaguars are now 3-1 to begin a football season as they defeat San Francisco 26-21. With the coach, Gerald Ingram, and the Pro Bowler, Leon Searcy, the hacker, Ryan Green with you. Leon, 3-1. You and I have done many, many fifth quarters over the last decade. We haven't seen 3-1 in 7 years. The last one was 2018, and this is only the second time we've seen 3-1 dating back to 2008.
I'm going to let this settle in, Hat.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. I'm going to eat this one up. You know what the great thing about this team that I love what we're doing? We're killing all these so-called narratives about this team. Can't beat the Texas 7 of 8. Can't go on the West Coast. Can't beat the stellar or the refined San Francisco 49ers. And we're getting it done. We're absolutely getting it done. I love the way this team plays with great effort, great intensity, and they learn how to finish. And they deal with adversity well. All right, absolutely deal with adversity well.
This is the second week in a row I think they won a game that they would have absolutely lost last year. I think when Cam Little misses that kick a year ago, San Francisco drives down to win the game. This year, a different story. Let's welcome in the coach, Gerald Ingram. All right, we're going to talk a lot about this, but I want a coach's perspective right off the bat. We're going to spend a lot of time on the win, but Robert Saleh's comments leaving the field in San Francisco, Liam Cohen and him got into it about the whole signal stealing thing, and Liam Cohen kind of being held back a little bit by Robert Hainsey. I will tell you this, watching the video, if you're a Jaguar fan, if you didn't like Liam Cohen already, go watch that video because he was getting after it with Robert Saleh. You can tell Cohen did not appreciate those comments. And this fan base, I think, is going to love what Liam Cohen did in that situation.
Well, I think the team's going to love what he did. You know, to support his team, to back his team, to back what he's done. You know, to have somebody challenge your integrity of the game. You know, he was out of line. You're an assistant coach. You're not the head coach. That's an embarrassment to Kyle. He had no place to make that statement with no proof, and you are an assistant coach. He had no place to be. Where the hell's he been? Things like that have been going on for years, okay? To sit there and make a statement like that, like there was something wrong about what they're doing. They're game planning. They're out coaching you. They're doing what's necessary to win. And for you to sit there and act like you don't do the same thing on defense, really? But you're totally out of line as assistant coach. All right? Most coaches would have come in and fired you from making statements like that above, you know, the chain of command. So Mr. Salsa, or whoever the hell he thinks he is, he's totally out of line.
Leon, what will the players think about Liam Cohen's response to that? I mean, it was pretty heated there for a little bit between him and Saleh coming off the field.
If you're a player, you always like a coach who's got a little bite to him, you know, a little Karate Kid in him, you know, they wanted to take him on. And if you see, I just saw the still photo of Liam pointing his finger at him. So I'm sure some choice words had to be said.
I think they were exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah, they were talking about their Christmas gifts.
Yes. Planning dinner together.
In the locker room, you know that we have a tendency to amplify things, and and boost things up. So I'm sure Hainsey and Walker Little came in there and said, Coach, had him by the throat and I had to pull him off or something like that. That kind of, because you like when your coach has a little fire or shows a little fire.
And they probably said, hey, Coach, we got your back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hainsey did say that in the post game. Hainsey said that. It wasn't as G-rated as that, but Hainsey made sure that people knew that he was Liam Cohen's guy, or Liam Cohen was his guy. All right, look, the Jaguar defense, let's just jump right in. They forced 13 turnovers in 4 games, Coach. 13 turnovers. 3 against Carolina, 3 against Cincinnati, 3 against Houston, 4 forced turnovers today against San Francisco in the win. I mean, they're on a historic pace right now. 13 forced turnovers in 12 quarters of football.
Well, they're believing from a coaching standpoint. The players are believing. They knew what they had to go out there and do.
16 quarters of football. That's my Wolfson math. But
you know what? You think about it. They bend, don't break. But still, there were some long drives. The offense only had the ball one time in the first quarter.
Right.
Okay? But they believed in it. They stuck together. They didn't quit, and they finished. Even when they allowed them to drive all the way down the field and only got 3 points. So, I mean, from a coaching standpoint, they're believing that if you stick with it, we fight hard, and we're going to shut the crowd down defensively, and we're the takeaway kids.
Leon, I'll tell you this. At this point, 4 games in, this is who the Jaguars are. They're going to punch you in the mouth, and they're going to run the football. It's not a one-off anymore. For 4 games, they have run the football. ETN, again, was dynamic today.
Yeah, I mean, this team, you say you want to develop an identity on offense and defense. Clearly, we have one on defense. We're going after the ball. We're being opportunistic. We're sacking. We're causing fumble. We're stripping. We're causing interceptions. Offensively, initially with the first drive looked well. We struggled a little bit down the stretch, but we found a way to finish. But our identity is run the ball first. Run the ball first to set up Trevor, doing play action, dinks and ducks here, whatever. But this team I love the fact that this team doesn't give up. Mm-hmm. It continues to fight. And then we're finding ways to finish. That's the thing about it. I know you was a little concerned about the missed kick.
When Little missed the kick, I thought, okay, they're going to drive down, the 49ers are, and they're going to win the game.
Well, for whatever reason, I just felt that our defense was going to make a play. Because we've been seeing it week after week after week. And it used to be times where we see our defense come through, it was like one-hit wonder. We'll see it once every 3 or 4 weeks, they'll make a play. But this team is being consistent, especially on the defense side of the ball. They're like Coach said, we're bend but don't break, and then we're finding a way to take the ball away from you.
And guys are rising up.
Yes. Yeah. Guys, listen.
Devin Lloyd is playing out.
Yeah, he's playing lights out. He's going to be a well-paid man.
He's playing like he's going to make a lot of money in a couple of months.
And they're not sitting around. Listen, they're not sitting around waiting for the other guy to make the play. Yes. They're swarming to the ball. They're holding guys up. They're punching the ball. They're stripping the ball. Eric Armstead, how about that guy?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
A team that didn't want you, said you were done.
Over the hill.
And he makes the game-winning play for the Jaguars.
Against the team he played for.
Yeah.
Seal the deal. Love it.
That was outstanding work. And again, Gardeck with the punch out. Wingard recovers the ball. Devin Lloyd, a couple of interceptions. And you mentioned Eric Armstead, and Foye recovered that one. Again, unbelievable work by Anthony Campanile and that defensive staff. All right, we're going to take a lot of calls. Junior, Darren, Travis, Jonathan, all you guys hang in there. You'll be up on the other side. Quickly, Coach, how exciting will that plane ride be back? 5-hour ride out there, now a 5-hour ride back. But my goodness, when they get on that plane after a big victory out there, that's going to be a sweet, sweet ride home.
That's an awesome feel, to experience something like that, to go out there and win on the road, win at a historic place as well. You shut them down, you feel great about yourself, and you feel great about going into this next game. And, you got to give, hands to the coaches. I'm preparing these guys for this. It's a tough week. It's a tough situation, and they found a way to finish.
Hopefully there's some refined beverages on the plane to make it see better.
And, of course, Monday Night Football. Are you kidding me? The 3-1 Jaguars, now the 2-2 Chiefs. Monday Night Football at Everbank Stadium. Oh, what a week it is going to be here in Duval County. That is the Pro Bowler Leon Searcy, the coach Gerald Ingram. I'm the hacker Ryan Green. This is the Window World of Northeast Florida. 5th quarter, we are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Your phone calls on the other side. Jacksonville, for only the second time since 2008, is 3-1 to begin a football season as they go out to California today and they defeat the San Francisco 49ers.
Carolina Jack's in historic Riverside has been named Best Burger in Jacksonville for 5 years in a row. They serve fresh, certified Angus beef smash burgers on locally baked buns with Florida fresh produce. Try favorites like the Riverside or a bacon cheddar. They have weekday lunch specials from 11 to 2 and open Sundays for pregame or postgame. Carolina Jack's is where it's at.
Frank Franzi here for Coyle Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in '96? You know who doesn't miss? Coyle Fencing. Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida since 1927. Heck, Coyle has been installing fences since before Emery Bellard installed the wishbone offense. If you need a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle Fence today at 904-356-4821 or visit CoyleJacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 3rd through 5th at Timuquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Brian Wall here with Window World. You know that awesome feeling when you finally find that one place to go to that will give you a top quality product at a great price and then stand behind what they sell you? That's exactly what Window World does. Top quality, energy efficient windows at a great price that keeps more of your money in your bank account. With the absolute best guarantee in the window replacement business. That's why Window World has been the #1 window replacement company in the USA for years, selling more than 1 million windows each year for the past 8 years. That's a lot of satisfied customers, and you can be one too. Save money on installing new energy-efficient windows and save on your energy bills too. You can't lose. And if anything goes wrong with your new Window World windows ever, Window World and I will be there to make it right. Call Window World today or see them online and have them come and give you a free estimate and see why we are so proud of our products and the work we do for our customers. Call Window World or go online at windowworldneflorida.com. And thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
To the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites. Come on, somebody.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Clogged toilet, too much paper, deeper blockages, or one of your child's Hot Wheels could be the culprit. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline and handles toilet clogs fast. If your toilet's clogged, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter, flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
They run it to the left side with ETN. Got it to the 45, 40, 35, 30. Travis along the far sideline, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown on the first play after the takeaway. Travis ETN into the end zone for the score.
Frank Frangie, Jaguars Radio. Travis Etienne, a 48-yard touchdown, another 100-yard rushing performance for Travis Etienne in today's victory over the San Francisco 49ers. Every week here in the fifth quarter, we do give you an offensive player of the game. That offensive player of the game is brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. RJ, let's do it right now. The Universal Roof and Contracting offensive player of the game.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the offensive player of the game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
19 carries, 124 yards, and that 48-yard touchdown. Travis Etienne is the offensive player of the game. Gerald Ingram, 18 years as a running back coach in the NFL. Your thoughts on Etienne's performance today?
I think the kid's playing good consistency, and that's what you're looking for out of your starting running back. And he hit the hole. I thought I didn't see him miss any holes out there. I thought he played with great balance, good acceleration through the hole. That was pleasing. And the one-on-one situation that he had down the sideline was a great move for a touchdown. So if he can come out there and play consistent, help in the run game, it's just going to make us better in the pass game and everything else we do.
Leon, is it Cohen's system? I mean, this is not what Etienne looked like last year. You could argue maybe he wasn't healthy a large portion of the year, but it looks like a completely different guy. Is it the new system that Cohen's running? Because we saw this in Tampa last year with Bucky Irving.
Yeah, it's Cohen's system and it's offensive line play and it's ATN, running with a lot of confidence. You know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed about it, he did give him the dead leg, coach. He gave him that stutter step and then beat him around the corner or whatever. But I'm noticing when he's hitting the holes, bro, probably what he wasn't doing last year, he's got two hands on the ball.
A lot of ball security.
He has a lot of ball security. And that's been the biggest hang-up on ATN is the fact that he was a fumbler. He was known as a fumbler the last couple of years. But now, I notice when he hits those holes, when he gets around two or three guys, he's wrapping that ball up. He understands that the ball is a lot more important than you getting 2 or 3 more extra yards. So, I like what he's doing. But, yeah, he's having a phenomenal season right now.
We have absolutely loaded phone lines. Let's get to some of these calls. 641-1010. If you want to get involved, we're going to be with you up until close to 11 o'clock tonight. So we'll take a lot of calls over the next 90 minutes. The Jaguars 3-1 after their victory today over the San Francisco 49ers. Let's head to Connecticut. Let's get Travis in here on 1010XL. Travis, what do you got?
What's going on, fellas?
How are you, buddy?
Pretty good. Super happy about the win. It's hard to complain about much when the defense balls out, special teams hits, do what they got to do. But I just wanted to ask, what's your guys' opinion? The offense looks a little clunky. There are a couple times during the game where it's just without the running game, we couldn't get nothing going. So what do we got to do to get the offense to the passing game specifically to be more sharp, I guess? Thanks.
Travis, appreciate it. I agree. The first half, guys, and then Coach will begin with you. The first half, I thought the offense was pretty good, right? Second half was a different story. They got very little going.
Each week we still find the main thing we have to do offensively is find a way to convert on third down and give us more opportunities to run the ball and throw the ball. So I think if we had a few more plays, if you have 10 more plays, it can make a difference and continuing drives. But in the second half, one, we're leaving the defense out there on the field way too long. So we got to find a way to convert on these third downs because we had some good first and second down plays, and here we are 2 times we're 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, let alone we screwed that one up as well. But if we get better on converting on third down, we'll definitely be better overall.
Leon, the penalties are ridiculous. And look, I always like to complain about penalties. Some of these holding penalties, in fact, most of these holding penalties, they are holding penalties. There is nothing to complain about. The Jaguars are holding guys, and they're getting called for it. How does that change?
It's clear cut, too. I mean, these offensive linemen, they're standing straight up and down, and they're holding guys. Because for the vast majority of the time, they're trying to position block them. If you're violent with your hands, and you come out your stand, you're violent with your hands, and you explode on guys, then there's no room to hold because the guy's going backwards. You're moving. You're getting momentum with the guy. That's what these guys got to do. A reason why they're holding is because they're standing straight up and down. They're trying to position block instead of coming off the ball. And that's the reason why they hold. And then when they get themselves in a position when the running back is in their gap or in their hold and they panic and they try to grab the guy, that's not the way to do it. Initially, you should be violent from the start. And if you're violent with your hands from the start and he's going backwards, there's no reason to hold because now you've punched him and you're moving forward with it.
You know, far be it for me to complain about anything, but I will say this. When you're +4 in the turnover margin, which is what the Jaguars were today, they were +4, it should not be a 5-point game. I mean, the penalties, the lack of anything on offense in the second half, the missed field goal, they did leave a lot of points out there. So that's good and bad, right? It's bad because it happened, but it's good that despite that, they still found a way to win the game.
Yeah, we're not playing complimentary football. Our defense is playing lights out, right? I mean, we're talking about we got a top 2, 3, 4 defense in the NFL. And what's happening is offensively, yeah, we look pretty good in the first half, but then in the third quarter, we're inefficient. We're not converting. We're not converting. We got penalties, all that kind of stuff. And now you got 3 and outs. And so now, like Coach is saying, your defense is tired. I'm amazed that they're out there causing all this havoc because in that third quarter, our offense did nothing.
Did not help them very much at all, no doubt. Let's go to Buffalo. Let's get Junior in here on 1010XL. Junior, what's happening?
Oh, man. There was a great game, guys. A great game. Like me, I'm all psyched up. Like you said, yeah, there is some things they have to clean up on the offense. That third quarter, they did not come out like they did on the first half of football. That pass that Trevor did to Travis for that third and 15, I got to admit, my cheeks were clenched on that the whole half when they threw that ball. But defense came to play. They were boxers, man. They came out and hit San Francisco in the jaw and never stopped hitting them in the face. That was how you want to see. This is what we did not see for a long time. Even when we missed that field goal, I had a feeling that the defense was going to get that ball back. There was something about this team that I haven't had a feeling for a long time that defense was going to be able to get that ball back before this game was over and run that clock. We could run that clock out, and they did. And let me give it up to my man, head coach Liam Cohen. When he got down that field and he saw that ball-headed jerk from across, he laid into him. That's moxie, man, and that's what we needed, our head coach, that spike that fills up our team. We got Monday Night Football in Duval. I wish I could be there, but I'll be there in spirit. Let's go, Jags. Let's punch Kansas City in the face.
Junior's fired up. Absolutely.
Heck, I can tell you this one particular play that the San Francisco 49ers play, that they run when I knew this defense was a whole nother animal from what they used to be. They got a play where it's you crack, Coach. When they're pulling the tackle, they're tied in motion, and they got Big Trent coming. I literally saw 7 Jaguars over there converting on that play.
Yeah.
To where it was nothing. That's their bread and butter. When they run that, in Pittsburgh, we used to call it toss you crack. All right, toss you crack, get a tackle around, get guys around, get a running back in the backfield, and then you're pulling on smaller men. When you hit that corner, I saw at least 7 or 8 Jaguars in that hole when McCaffrey got that ball.
I get a feeling Trent Williams was happy or is happy he didn't have to see Joshua Hines-Allen anymore. That was a tough battle for the future Hall of Famer. Coach, you made a point last week. You got to get Travis Hunter more involved. 5 targets. He had 3 catches for 42 yards. He had the best play of his NFL career today. That catch on 3rd and 15, that was an outstanding catch. Brian Thomas Jr., 5 grabs as well, I believe, for 49 yards on 7 targets. Obviously, De'Ami Brown did not play. Brenton Strange, again, 6 more receptions. What did you make of the passing game?
Well, I thought the passing game was good from the standpoint it was well distributed. It was distributed between 2 tight ends, the receiver, Travis Hunter. It was, the running back. It went to a lot of different players out on the field. And again, it would be even better, with some more runs within the pass. The play action pass would even be better. And then you can definitely well suit Travis Hunter in some different situation where he can now become open vertically. We still don't throw the ball down the field. We got to get the ball down the field. You know, we're underneath, we're mid-range, we're pretty good, but getting the ball down the field is the one last thing we've got to get better at. We got to connect on those.
Agreed. There's no doubt about that. Maybe they will as this offense begins to open up again. No De'Ami Brown. He was questionable. He went through pregame warmups today in San Francisco, decided not to go. They win the game in spite of that. We'll get to the injury report. There were a lot of injuries for the Jaguars. Thankfully, most guys were able to come back in some capacity. We'll have to see about a couple, including Trayvon Walker. Former mayor of Jacksonville. We know Lenny Curry's a big fan of the fifth quarter. Lenny's with us here on 1010XL. Lenny, how are you, my friend?
I'm awesome. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. 3-1. What are your thoughts?
3-1. I'm used to calling in when it sucks, so I just wanted to call in on a positive night. A couple just observations, then I'll roll out fast. It's great to see what our defense is doing, and again, for the average guy, fan watching, the guys are punching the ball out, right, on defense. They're forcing the turnovers, but they're making sure before they do that the tackle is intact. So they're not doing stupid shit or stupid stuff.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And then, ETN. I mean, just the way that he's carrying the ball right now. And then we've got Monday Night Football coming up. I'll be there and excited going into that ball game 3-1 against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Lenny, appreciate the call. Lenny's fired up on a Sunday night. Former mayor of Jacksonville. We appreciate him chiming in. The punch-outs, they're working like a charm right now. I mean, 13 forced turnovers in 4 games. Now, they're also intercepting the ball as well. But that is a drill that I remember from the first day of training camp. Leon, I think you and I were right there. And the first drill they're doing, they're punching the ball, they're punching the ball, they're punching the ball. And to see it become what it has become, I mean, every team does it. Fred Warner did it today, punched it out of Travis Hunter's hands. Every team does it. But why is Jacksonville seemingly the best at it at least 4 weeks into the year?
I don't know, but I like it. I like it. And it's not as easy as everybody seems. Everybody looks at it and thinks it's that easy. It's not. You're talking about guys going full speed at each other, and then you deciding to throw your hand in their punch. Now, Coach, you tell me if I'm wrong. You've got to have a clear-cut vision of the ball while you're running at him full speed and got to know that when to throw that punch.
I mean, Gardeck on Luke Farrell today, the former Jaguar. Coach, you can't do it any better than what Dennis Gardeck did today. That was a crazy thing to watch in slow motion.
Well, it's kind of like the caller just said, to be honest. Okay, people have been doing this for a long time. Timing is everything. Mm-hmm. But your emphasis as a coach is really, you're seeing the emphasis work. Because just like he said, there's times where, and we'll see as the season goes on, where you spend more time punching, you forget how to tackle.
Right.
And I've seen it on the other end, too. So things are working out because we're getting it at the right time. They're punching it at the right time. The timing has been phenomenal for them to be able to punch it out and make a decision on what's a solid tackle and when's a possible punch out. So I want to commend them on that.
Let's get a couple of more on this side. Let's go to the west side. Let's get Darren in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Darren, what do you got?
Let me start with this, Hacker. The fact of the matter is our coach is a punk. He is a punk, and I love it. He is a rough, tough coach, and he is spreading it to the offense, to the defense. Trevor said last week, we're not going to be bullied any longer. The defense is showing we are not going to be bullied any longer. And our coach, at the end of the game, he's a punk, and I love it. He has got meat, muscle, and, oh, my God, I am so pumped up right now. I could run through a wall right now for Coach Cohen.
Darren, appreciate it. What did I tell you guys? This fan base is going to love Liam Cohen. And they love it because he's winning, right? That's certainly part of it. But the video, by the way, has come back or has been released. There were some cameras on the field. I want to say maybe our friends at Action had some of it. But there are other, websites as well. So we know that Robert Saleh made the comments about signal stealing earlier in the week on Thursday that kind of blew up on the internet. Saleh appears to approach Liam Cohen after the game about 90 minutes ago or however long it's been now. Liam walks right by him and says, nope, wants no part of Saleh. Saleh then says something to him. You can't make out what Saleh says. Cohen turns around, and that's when Hainsey grabs Cohen because Cohen turned around. after Saleh initiated the conversation, and Cohen's basically heard saying, keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. And then Saleh starts yelling back, and they had to be separated. But I'm telling you, man, this fan base is going to eat that stuff up. They're going to love Liam Cohen, coach, for that.
But when you think about it, to be honest, he's also out of line because he knew he wanted the attention on him. Why he walked up to him not thinking that they were going to have a confrontation, he wanted the attention on him.
You mean Saleh?
Saleh.
Yeah.
All right, that's a BS move by him. It was bad enough that he did it, and, to embarrass the head coach, embarrass his defense for throwing that out there. But he wants attention, knowing that, who's going to walk away? I'm not walking away, okay? I'm going to walk into this guy. To be honest, if it's Leon, I'm ready to kick your ass. You're going to walk up to me after you made that statement about me and you challenge my integrity? I'm thinking I'm going to meet you out in the street. Not right then and there.
And a lot of people around the league, the general consensus I got, and from what reporters were saying as well, is a lot of people around the league thought it was weird. It was odd that Saleh went there in that press conference. Robert Hainsey's in the post-game locker room. He was the one that got Cohen basically out of there, kind of had to push Liam around so he didn't go towards Saleh. And Hainsey's like, yeah, I got in there because Liam is my bleeping guy. And I'll let you use your imagination what bleeping is. But that just goes to show you what these players think of Liam Cohen.
They like his fire. They like his energy. They like his don't back down to anybody. I mean, you were just talking about the fact that they're sick of being bullied. I mean, this team has been everybody's punchline for the last, forever. And that's why it was so important for this team to go out and do what it did to change the narrative. We don't care about what the national pundits think about us. It's about what we think about ourselves. Yeah. And when we think better about ourselves, the hell with San Francisco, the hell with KC, the hell with whoever we got to play, they're in the way. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, they're in the way.
And that's what's great about next week. Primetime TV and national TV, you're the only, other than one other game, used to be the only.
No, I think next week is the only game. It's the only game? Next week is the only game.
You get a chance, Jacksonville gets a chance to prove themselves to everybody on national TV. We're for real.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and we'll certainly get there. Let's get one more in. Jonathan's been on hold forever. Jonathan, what's going on?
All I got to say is Duval!
Jonathan's fired up. Jonathan, you needed the Jaguars to do this after Florida State let you down on Friday.
Oh, yeah, and let me tell you, we're coming for Leon's Hurricanes. I'm telling you right now.
Watch what you ask for.
I tell you what, I thought we played great today. We just got to clean up those penalties. But I'll say this, we got to play a lot better come Monday night, and we got to get Patrick Mahomes on the ground.
Jonathan, appreciate the phone call. There's no doubt about that. Got to play better on national TV. The last couple of times this team has been on national TV, you think about Cincinnati on a Monday night, Baltimore on a Sunday night. It hasn't gone well.
See, bro, that's another narrative.
It is.
We got to change the public's perception of us. Not only the public's, but our perception of us. All those narratives that we've gone over the last couple of weeks, check mark.
We'll give you a defensive player of the game or your phone calls as well on a victorious Sunday night here in Northeast Florida. The Jaguars 3-1 for only the second time since 2008. They defeat San Francisco 26-21. And the Indianapolis Colts lost today. So in the AFC South, you got the Colts 3-1, the Jaguars 3-1, tied for the division lead 1 month into the year. It is the window world of Northeast Florida. Fifth quarter, we are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Don, Sean, Albert, all you guys, hang in there. You'll be up on the other side as we roll on. It's 1010XL and it's 92.5 FM.
This is Jennifer Marion at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville, and now's the time to drive away in luxury.
That's right, Jennifer. The $7,500 tax credit ends this month. It's your last month to take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, drive the all-new electric Optique, Lyric, and Vistique. They are all in stock and ready to drive today.
See all of our inventory at Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.com or visit us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent you.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, Roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Okay, listen up, team. They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. When customers call with leaky faucets, broken water heaters, toilet repairs, broken pipes, or any other challenge, we'll give them the solution fast. Now, who are we?
Roland Reese Plumbing!
I can't hear you.
Roland Reese Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like. Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. You hear about guarantees and warranties. What is Underwood's policy?
Frank, to talk about guarantees and warranties, you have to look at our history of over 70 years in business. Underwood's entire reason for existence is and has been to offer fine products that will be used with such satisfaction that both the giver and the receiver will want to come back. And hopefully they'll tell their friends about us. To do this means we've got to try our hardest to satisfy every customer. All of our people understand that. Now, I'm sure over the years we've made a few mistakes, but we've never failed to make good on any Underwood product that was returned with a legitimate customer complaint. Our entire reputation would mean nothing if we didn't conduct ourselves that way. Simply put, conducting our business with integrity is a lot more important to Underwoods and our customers than all the guarantees, warranties, and contrived legal obligations in the world. And you've got Underwood's word, my word, and all of our people's word on that.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Shuttled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through September 30th. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 3rd through 5th at Timaquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
The drip from a leaky faucet isn't just annoying, it's wasteful. Worn parts or corrosion could waste thousands of gallons a year. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will fix it fast. When your faucet's leaking, make the superior choice. Learn more at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Putting an extra 60 minutes on the clock. The window world of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter. Nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Play fake. Purdy drops. Looking, all kind of time now. Fires back. That ball is picked off. It was tipped and picked off by Devin Lloyd. Another takeaway for Devin. He's going to be tackled around the 27-yard line. A flag comes in, but it's well after the exchange of possessions.
Devin Lloyd, absolutely phenomenal performance today. Frank Frangie on the call, Jaguars Radio, as we welcome you back in to the fifth quarter here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Every week on the fifth quarter, we do give you a defensive player of the game that is brought to you by our friends at Superior Fence and Rail. RJ, let's do it now. The Superior Fence and Rail defensive player of the game.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail defensive player of the game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Leon Searcy, 8 tackles for Devin Lloyd, 6 solo, a tackle for loss, 2 passes defensed, not 1 but 2 interceptions. I asked Devin Lloyd earlier this week in the locker room if he's playing some of the best football of his career. He really didn't want to answer that. He gave me the classic, just on to the next, just whatever you guys want to say. I'm just doing my job. I'm going to say it again. He is playing the best football of his NFL career, and I'm not really sure it's even close.
Oh, he's easy money. He's going to be making a hell of a lot of money when the season is over.
He is.
With, all right? But that's what happens when you play hard. He's lighter in weight. He's 20 pounds higher. I mean, he's moving. He's making plays. He looks a lot more athletic. He looks like the Lord when he was at Utah.
He looks like the first-round pick they drafted.
Yes, absolutely. So is it coaching, is it scheme, is it player? Maybe a little bit of all three. I just think he decided in his mind when the Jaguars didn't pick up his option that he was going to bet on him. And he's having a phenomenal season.
Coach, I know you're very, very high on what you've seen from Devin Lloyd.
I think he's showed great focus. And I think the defensive scheme has put him in situations that, he's been able to explore himself even better. Him in the rush, being effective in that situation, as well as put him in a pass drop situation. He's been right there to make plays, and he's taking great advantage of it. And he's probably the most he's felt confident about himself in a while.
With the coach Gerald Ingram and the Pro Bowler Leon Searcy, the hacker Ryan Green with you. The Jaguars 3-1 after a victory out in San Francisco earlier today, 26-21 over the San Francisco 49ers. Back to the phone lines we go. Let's go to the north side. Let's get Don in here on 1010XL. Don, what do you got?
Yes, sir. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. I got to do it right for the service for everybody else that was there. Duval.
Yes, sir. What did you think about the game?
Yes, sir. Devin Lloyd, piggybacking on what y'all saying, yeah, playing lights out right there. And I got to give it to Coach Campanelli. Hell of a play. I noticed that the Niners, they were throwing over the middle quite a lot. So for him to be able to do that and perfect, just spot placement and everything, looked like I saw them talking about that on the field. But yeah, hell of a game from Devin Lloyd, and the defense continue doing they doing. One thing with us, mind you, fellas, we only lost the lead 18 seconds out of an entire game in 4 games. You know what I'm saying? So I need Trevor to pick it up. That's for us to get to the next level. But, man, I'm so excited about doing defense, definitely playing lights out right now. Offense looking good. They didn't put together that 88-yard drive. And the last time we could say something like that.
Don, appreciate the phone call. He brings up a good point. The offense has not played very well in spurts this year, and they're 3-1 despite that. At some point, the offense will turn the corner. Now, at some point, the defense is going to stop turning the ball over at a historic rate. The offense will improve, but there's no way the defense can keep this up. This is not the law of averages tells you they're not going to be forcing 3 or 4 turnovers every single week. So when those turnovers start to dry up, you just hope by that point the offense, Leon, will find whatever they're lacking right now.
Yeah, I mean, you want them to be, you want the transition of the offense to be a lot smoother as far as not putting themselves in second and third and long situations. You want to keep it to 2nd and 5, 3rd and 2s, that kind of stuff, 4th and shorts, and eliminate the penalties, man. Some of these penalties, these holding calls, these illegal procedures, and now we cleaned up those a little bit as far as the formation goes and guys getting set, or when they're moving and stuff like that. But still too many holding calls. Yeah, because it's going to be a situation where our defense may not be as opportunistic in games where they're getting 3 or 4 turnovers in the game. And you go up against teams that got you on 10, 12, 15-play drives, and the defense is tired. And you can't go out there with 3 and outs. You got to go there and establish your groundwork as well. So, yeah, they got to be able to complement one another because right now the defense, they are flourishing with all the turnovers. Like the law of averages says it's going to slow down. I mean, we're averaging 3.5 turnovers a game right now. I mean, so when it does slow down, you hope that this offense gets revved up a little bit better than it has, especially in the second half when we need them the most.
Coach, quickly to Trevor Lawrence. And I do say Trevor Lawrence because he's the guy that's in charge out there. They make the easy and the routine just look like chaos. You know, the end of the first half, you not was it 9 or 12 seconds to go? You should have 2 balls into the end zone. He throws a 1-yard button hook to Travis Etienne. Then they got to scramble to get the field goal, you know, the clock to get the field goal unit out there. Thankfully, they did. In years past, they have messed that up, so at least that's growth. And then with 3 minutes to go, he's running to try to get yardage, and he slides down too close to the sideline to stop the clock to save San Francisco 40 seconds. Now, ultimately, it didn't matter, but I mean, these are routine things for a guy that's in year 5 as a quarterback, and he just makes the routine much more difficult than it probably needs to be.
Well, I think the overall thought process offensively and defensively are totally different. You know, it's a new offense. There are new players out there. The thing that the consistency of the offensive line has been phenomenal. It really has. They're protecting the quarterback. They're knocking people off the ball at times, and we could be better in the run game than we are. But when we do stick to the run game, because the run game is an ongoing thing, you have to stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just not every play is going to be a 5-yard play, a 10-yard play, a 20-yard play. You got to stick to it until it happens. And it starts with the center and the guy and the 2 guards inside, okay? And they're coming off the ball. But, you know, the consistent play of the offensive line, I think, is the difference in how Trevor's playing and how Etienne is playing. Getting the opportunities, getting more. They're becoming more confident. So now our Trevor is, you know, when he gets in a panic state, you never know what he's going to do. He shows back the way he is when he's in a panic. I think today they showed they didn't have to shoot. They didn't have to throw a lot of magic in our formations and shifts and things like that and still be effective, and that was good. Them spreading the ball and him knowing where people are going to be was good for him today. Plus it probably gave Liam credit in the play calling. Mm-hmm. You know, he called some better plays in that last drive that made a difference. The play action pass, the nakeds involving the tight ends, you know, who have been really consistent for us.
Yeah, the Hunter Long play that ended the game, the first down, was a great call. Great call.
I just thought Trevor would run a little bit more today when he didn't have the pass.
Yeah.
At least have another one, you know, when he knew it was underneath coverage there. Get your next progression and then run. Don't force the throw. You don't have to. We've already gone through that, you know, but I think it's a little harder for the offense to know each other, know what they're doing, know what they got to be, and we didn't drop the ball.
No, that's the thing. The drops cleaned up. There, that did get him a lot better. That did improve, no doubt. Let's go to the state of Tennessee. Let's get Albert in here on the 5th quarter on 1010XL. Albert, what's going on?
Oh, no, nothing much. Just enjoying the win, man. How are you guys doing? Mr. Cersei, it's good to see you. It's good to talk to you again, sir.
Good seeing you as well.
Albert, what were your thoughts on the game?
All right, sir. Yeah. Okay, so the thing I wanted to bring up, man, is just like the really amount of bad calls that happen all the time. And, you know, I really don't like the logic, you know, that, you know, it evens out throughout the season because, you know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And in particular, who we're playing next week with the Chiefs, and the refs love Mahomes. So, anyways, man, you know, we already lost 1 game because of a bad call. And, you know, I'm just hoping like that these refs can be held accountable more. But, you know, I guess it starts with people saying something about it. So,
Albert, appreciate it. Every fan base, literally every fan base, maybe except the Titans because they're just hot garbage right now. But the other 31 fan bases thinks the refs have it out for them. Everybody does. Go talk to Houston last week about that pass interference that put the Jaguars at the 1-yard line. They thought that was crap. And the Jaguars got a call, and they punched it in for a touchdown a play later. Everybody gets calls, and every fan base thinks the refs are trying to make them lose. That's what makes it great to be a fan, and that's just kind of part of it in the National Football League. To the state of New Jersey, let's get Sean in here on 1010XL. Sean, what's happening?
What's going on, guys? So first of all, you know, to our friend Robert Saleh, I just got to say 3 words, all right? Sign, steal, delivered. All right? You did it, buddy. You did it. You decided to open your big mouth just like you did in the Garden State, just like you were with the Jets, and you thought that you could do it and you could back it up. Well, you couldn't. And you just got beat by the more physical team. I think that's what I'm most happy about as a Jaguar fan right now, is that in every game that we've played, we have been the more physical team. We have an identity this year, unlike last year where we couldn't get a 3rd and 1 to save our life. We have Trevor Lawrence who's able to get a QB sneak and actually, get the first down, right? It's like it's just amazing how much a coaching change, Tony Baselli, we got Gladstone, we got Cohen, we got the whole entire crew has just really revamped this whole entire team. And it just makes me proud to be a fan, especially in a year where, as a Florida fan, as you can attest, I'm sure, Hacker, it's not the greatest time to be a Gator fan. So just having this team right now in this moment, just really proud. So that's all I want to say. Go Jags, and thanks you guys for everything. So.
Sean, appreciate the call. Thank you for listening up there in the state of New Jersey. Yeah, I mean, it makes the weekend, no doubt about that. 3-1 for the first time since 2018, only the second time since 2008. And what about that, Leon? The physicality. I mean, even if you're not the most knowledgeable football fan, it's obvious when you watch this team how physical they look on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, because if you're a player, or whether you're on the offensive or the defensive side of the ball, you don't want to be considered finesse, that you can't stop a 3rd and 1 or you can't get a 3rd and 1. I mean, we as players, we hold toughness on our mantle, okay? Toughness is on our mantle. And I like the fact that Leon is challenging both sides of the ball, not to do it every now and then, but to do it on a consistent basis. And that's what I've been seeing over the last 4 weeks.
It's been great to see, no question about that. It is 10 o'clock on the East Coast. We are at halftime here on the 5th quarter. 1 hour down, 1 hour to go. We'll take you up till close to 11 o'clock this evening. A 3-1 Jacksonville Jaguar football team after a 26-21 victory today over the San Francisco 49ers. The window world of Northeast Florida. 5th quarter. We're presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Scotty, Chris, John, all you guys hang in there. You'll be up on the other side with you till 11 o'clock. We're glad you're with us, Jacksonville, on 1010XL and 92.5 FM here on the 5th quarter.
Believe in the unbelievable.
Unbelievable!
1010XL.
I can't believe it! I can't believe it!
We're hearing is believing.
Unbelievable!
Frank Frangie here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? You know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. Since 1927, Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821, CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You've got a front row seat for Jaguars football all year long. This is 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I like to only recommend the very best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. Now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for up to 72 months. That's 6 years of interest-free payments with Pella on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or just visit their showroom on Phillips Highway, just north of Bay Meadows, for quality you can trust and savings you can't miss. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
Put a little hot sauce on your lunchtime listening. Spicy. Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy. They are XL Prime Time. Or alarm fired. From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision, on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators! I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. One of the biggest changes we've seen in fine jewelry over the last 25 years has been the growth of jewelry designers. At Underwoods, we're the leader, bringing to North Florida the best names in designer jewelry. In fact, we carry designer lines in a similar way to how clothing stores carry designer labels. The difference is that jewelry designers have to be a little more timeless in their presentations because nobody wants to buy a fine piece of jewelry only to find out the next year it's gone out of style. That's why you'll find at Underwoods the best of the jewelry designer names, those that are tried and true and popular. Names like David Yerman, Roberto Coin, John Hardy, Marco Bichigo, Jude Francis, Lagos, Hippolyta, and a lot more are all available right now at Underwoods. So if you want the best looks in designer jewelry, stop by Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
Hey, it's Angela and Brian Wall. How many companies do you know in this day and age that actually want their potential customers to call their competition and get quotes from them?
That's what WonderWorld wants you to do. WonderWorld knows there are other window companies out there, but we also know those other guys. When compared to WonderWorld, they can't offer you the quality at the price that WonderWorld can.
And with WonderWorld, you get the absolute best guarantee there is in the window replacement business.
If anything goes wrong with your new WonderWorld windows, 5 years from now, 10, 15, 50, WonderWorld and I will be there to fix it for you. You get peace of mind with WonderWorld, and to top it off, WonderWorld windows increase the value of your home. So look what you get with WonderWorld. Quality windows, low price, the best guarantee in the business, energy savings, and an increase in the value of your home. A win-win for you.
Call WonderWorld today and get your free in-home estimate, or see them online at WonderWorldNEFlorida.com.
WonderWorld, simply the best for less. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Bringing you an extra quarter of football.
The window world of Northeast Florida, 5th quarter, nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings on 1010XL.
Parker backs up, fields it at the 15-yard line. Made a man miss, 25-yard line, 30-yard line. That's good return by Parker. Still on feet, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Parker Washington just brought it all the way back, and the Jags have extended the lead.
Frank Franchi on the call, Jaguars radio, and what a play by Parker Washington. 87-yard punt return They gave the Jaguars a 2-score lead that would ultimately prove to be the difference. The Jaguars would hold on for a 26-21 victory. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we do give you a play of the game. That play of the game is brought to you by our friends at Performance Painting. And let's do it right now, RJ, the Performance Painting play of the game.
Now, the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
All right, Leon, an 87-yard punt return. I think I was like every other person in Jacksonville. I kept looking for the flags, right? Because every other time that happens, there's probably flags for the Jaguars to call it back, but not on that play as Parker Washington goes 87 yards for a touchdown. His second punt return touchdown of the year. He had one of his career. He had one in London last year against New England, and now he has this one today against San Francisco.
Well, listen, when you do what he's been doing, he gets a nickname now. It's P-Dub.
P-Dub, I like that, yeah.
P-Dub, bro. I mean, listen, P-Dub's electric, bro. He was hitting those corners. He was elusive. And once he got in the open space, man, I don't know why those guys were running. That was a wrap. That was an absolute wrap. But, yeah, man, that's I keep saying it, complimentary football. You got special teams. Now, Cam Little, he missed the field goal. But when you got something like that to make it up for a touchdown like that, your defense is playing, just wait on the offense to get more mainstream right now.
The return game, Coach, was good today. Obviously, Parker Washington's punt return is the big story, but there were some solid kickoff returns as well to give the Jaguars decent field position.
Yeah, Tootin had the one return that was good to see. You know, the contribution of the backup running back is what you're looking for, and that's what they needed. They needed the punt return. He's got great vision and feel for the punt return, and you know, down the road, if he can continue to do that, field position is going to make a difference.
Now we just need a Quinn Allen to stop catching the ball at the 7-yard line and running out of bounds. That's just a rookie deal, I guess, right?
Oh, well, that's one of those things the players are really going to get on him in the locker room about, so he'll learn from that one.
Yeah, at least they get to get onto him after a win as opposed to a loss.
Obviously.
Let's head out to Jacksonville Beach as we're in the 10 o'clock hour. We're with you for about another 45 minutes or so here on the fifth quarter. Let's get Scotty in here on 1010XL. Scotty, go ahead.
Hey, love the defense, love the turnovers, love the dub, love the staff, love everything that's going on right now. But I want to let you guys know that I used to be a former lip reader, and Robert Saleh was a little confused. He thought we were stealing signals, but we were actually, Hacker, you'll love this, we were stealing the show.
Scotty, appreciate it. Yeah, Robert Saleh, look, I mean, Coach, I see how fired up you are in talking about, you know, what Robert Saleh did. It was weird. And I think Leon and Pete Prisco brought this up on the CBS HQ postgame, and he's right. And I believe we talked about it, you know, or at least I did on Hacker After Dark, I believe, on Friday. This job, the Jaguar job, essentially came down to Liam Cohen or Robert Saleh. Saleh interviewed twice here, and there was a thought all along that if Balky would have remained, he would have hired Robert Saleh. So Robert Saleh throwing this out there only 3 games into Liam Cohen's coaching tenure, which is weird, right? Because he's obviously talking about McVay and O'Connell and the guys that are more established as head coaches that all do this. But to point out Cohen is that sour grapes on Saleh's part because Cohen got this job and he didn't.
Well, whatever reason he did it was Bush League, okay? It really was. And Coach was talking about it. I mean, the fact that you go over listen, all the attention before the game should be on the head coach. And if the head coach, if he doesn't have a problem with it, then everybody else shouldn't have a problem with it. The fact that he made it an issue, I mean, those are fireable offenses. You don't do that kind of stuff. Now, that may be a little extreme, but you got to know, you got to stay in your lane when it comes to those kind of situations by implicating people with no proof.
When you use the term steal, right?
Yes.
Now, I do think Saleh probably did not intend for it to blow up the way it did. But when you say signal stealing, I mean, that people jump to conclusions. Some people thought, was he accusing him of cheating? He kept saying it's legal, but they're very advanced at signal stealing. Coach, you've had a lot of passionate thoughts about it as well. It really fired you up what Saleh did.
Well, I truly believe that he had an objective, and he wants to put the attention on him. Like Leon said, the game is supposed to be about the coaches, the head coach and the players, not about you. You're looking towards the next job, trying to make yourself relevant, and that's wrong, and that was BS. He had no place to do that. It wasn't his position to do that. You know, if you got a problem, you handle it to the commissioner, you handle it through your head coach, but he put it on him. So he's looking towards the next job, trying to act like he's somebody that he's not right now.
Well said. Let's head out to the beaches. Let's get Chris in here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Chris, what do you got?
Hey, Smacker. Hey, Coach. Hey, Leon. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just want to give Josh Allen his flowers. He went up against arguably one of the best tackles in NFL history, and he made him earn his keep today. He was all over the backfield. He won't show up in the stats, but a lot of those throws Brock Purdy threw over the middle were disrupted by Josh Allen, and I just want to say I think he did a great job today. Also, Kyle Shanahan did double down on the ceiling signs comments, so I think they knew something we didn't, but I'm just glad we came out of there with a W.
Chris, appreciate it. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan in his postgame today basically was asked about Liam and Robert Saleh's interaction, heated exchange coming off the field. Shanahan said he didn't really know anything about it. He did mention that he didn't mention Liam by name, but he basically used the term, the Jaguars probably don't need to be so sensitive about that sort of thing, which kind of surprised me that Kyle Shanahan said that. I guess defending his guy in Saleh, but the fact that Shanahan went there too was a little odd because Shanahan's part of that coaching tree as well, mind you. He's kind of the guy that started it with McVay and all those guys back in the day.
Yeah, but he had to support his guy, but to be honest, that's embarrassing.
I agree.
Tell Shanahan to sleep well on his L. How about that? Sleep well.
20. And by the way, that quick turnaround for the Niners, they play Thursday night against the Rams in a big game out there in the NFC West. Let's head to the east side. Let's get John in here on 1010XL. John, what's going on?
What's up, big baby? Let me get a big Duval.
That's right, buddy. Absolutely. What's your thoughts on the game?
Man, listen, all I got to say is two things. Number one, I want to know, in y'all opinion, what type of defense does that really remind you of right now that we playing? Is it the historic Baltimore Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, or is it the historic New England Patriots? Belichick and Brady was there. That's my first question. My second question is when do you really think T-Law is going to take control of this offense? I have no problem with the W, but I want to see my man T-Law step up to the plate. I'll take my comments off the air.
John, appreciate it. Leon, what were your thoughts on Trevor Lawrence today?
He was okay. I mean, he forces the issue sometimes. Some of the balls are a lot higher than they should be. In opportune times, he makes mistakes like throwing a button hook with only seconds left where you got to run and spike the ball to kick a field goal, and then when you slide out, you're supposed to stay in bound to keep the clock going. I mean,
it's common sense things that a year five quarterback should not be doing.
This is not someone who's a rookie or second year guy. This is a guy who's been in the league 5 years. You should know better. At some particular point, you should know better. And like Coach said, we have no long balls. We haven't taken any deep shots, not yet in this game. Everything has been short to intermediate. I mean, only way you're going to be able to, in my opinion, to stress defenses the way you stress defenses, run the ball, and you got to stress them with some nine routes that are going to keep them on their toes.
I guess De'Ami Brown not being in there today, did that affect what they could do down the field? I don't know. I'm just kind of grasping at straws here because they did not seem to want to go downfield, at least 20, 25 yards downfield. I don't even think they even tried one past 25 yards.
Well, I think they just his game plan was just to handle their two deep concept. They're going to play more zone than man in situations, and he was just trying to find the holes most of the time in the underneath coverage on how to exploit that. But when the situation presents itself, I think there's certain formations and personnel groups that if you can get some single high coverage in, just like when we went to the ace formation with two tights and we had the touchdown, well, now all of a sudden you're getting single high. So now you're getting that one-on-one. That's the time to go ahead and throw over the head. So we just got to match that up when we can.
Let's go to the south side here on the fifth quarter on 1010XL. Let's get Dean. Dean, what's going on?
I'm happy for the victory, but I'm a little concerned about depending on the defense for those turnovers. Trevor said Leon's comments about Trevor he's just not clutch. He needs to make a clutch throw sometimes. He's either high or, doesn't connect with the receiver. I just think with the Jags, it's good to be 3-1, but got a couple of tough NFC teams coming in, one going here and then going in London, then got to Kansas City Monday night. So, it's great to be in first place on month before Halloween, but much like the Detroit Tigers found out, being in first place, if another part of the season doesn't matter when it comes down to the end of the season, who's winning though. So hopefully the Jags can keep it up, but like I say, depending on the defense, just isn't going to get it done.
Dean, appreciate it. The one thing I'll say to that is this, all right? Every team's goal is to win the Super Bowl. That's why you play the game. You want to be the best. Having said that, you know why Liam Cohen and James Gladstone and Tony Baselli are in their current roles right now? Because this team was awful last year. Awful. Bad enough to where Doug Peterson was fired. Bad enough to where Trent Baalke was fired. Bad enough to where this fan base was pleading for Ryan Nielsen and Press Taylor to be fired. They won 4 games last year, the entirety of the season. They've won 3 games in the month of September this year. I get fans saying, well, this is not going right and that's not going right, and that's all fine and well, and you're correct in that sentiment. But my message to you would be, understand why the new regime is here, understand why all these new players are here, because this team was terrible last year, and the fact that they are 3-1, how about you do something? We always talk about the Jaguars being very un-Jaguar at starting 3-1. They're not acting like the Jaguars. Well, maybe don't act like Jaguar fans for a moment, and don't think about the worst possible scenario or have football PTSD because the 15 years you've been beat over the head by this franchise. And how about you enjoy the fact that, you're 3-1 in the month of September. How about you take 10 minutes and decompress from that and enjoy that before you start thinking about, oh, woe is me, and how everything's going to go bad in a couple of weeks.
Well, you know what? I think the fans, they've got a hangover from like 2 years ago. Remember?
They have a hangover from the last 20 years.
Yeah, but you remember 2 years ago when we were like 8-3, number 1 seed in the AFC? And first of all, we didn't have a defense like this. No. We didn't have a running game like this.
And Trevor got hurt.
And we didn't protect like this. But down that stretch when we went 8-3, before Trevor got hurt, Trevor was okay. If you look at his numbers, it was nothing overwhelming. It was nothing really spectacular. He was just okay. And I think that just being okay down the stretch bit us into you know what. And I think that if you can run the ball, protect him, and play solid defense, opportunistic defense that we've been playing, we can't afford for him to be okay. Because you can look at the teams we're going to have. I'm daring to say playoffs. Okay, I'm saying right now week 4.
Don't say that now.
Okay, it's a little early, but I'm just saying you just look at the people that we got to go through, the Allens, the Mahomes, the Burrows. Well, maybe not Burrows out. The Hero. I mean, we're going to make the kind of moves we're going to make. He can't be okay.
Agreed.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
I agree. But
totally agree.
Here's the thing: Trevor's Trevor, and we keep hoping for his. Where's he at? Trevor's still Trevor.
At a certain point, you are who you are.
Right, you are who you are. But it's one thing: he's not making. He made more mistakes a year ago and in past years that we don't see. I think he's placing the ball exactly where Liam wants to put him most of the time, and then when he gets a little stymied, he goes back to why you threw it. Right. Why he threw the ball in a lot of double coverage in the past. I don't see a lot of that now.
But here's what I wanted to say about Trevor. He got the bag, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what your former coach told me when I got the bag in 96. When I was playing average. He said, I didn't pay you to play average.
Totally agree. But you gave it to him. Was that his fault?
No, it wasn't.
His fault.
It was.
Whose fault is it?
Well,
has nothing to do with the play on the field. The play on the field is the play on the field.
And he is the quarterback of a 3-1 team. And by the way, the one game that he lost, he had 3 touchdown passes, and De'Ami Brown dropped what would have been a 4th touchdown pass in Cincinnati.
Right. So you minimize, you work within what he can do.
Okay. All right.
You minimize his mistakes. Well, you protect. The best thing you ever did in the offseason is give him a better offensive line and give him a run game that he needed to take the pressure off of him.
Okay.
And we got to go quick here because we got loaded phone lines. But just think about, Leon, what you just said. And I agree with you. The whole playoff word, and got to go with Mahomes and Josh Allen, down the road if it gets to that point. When we were standing out there in 115-degree weather at the Miller Electric Center on, August 17th watching training camp, which, by the way, was 6 weeks ago, would you have ever thought that a month in, we're talking about a 3-1 team that might have to see Mahomes or Allen in the playoffs? I'm stunned they're 3-1. I am too. I'm stunned. Because, I mean, when that schedule came out, I said, get me to 3-4 at the bye. If we're 3-4 at the bye, the second half eases up a little bit. So my own words used against me, they're playing with house money now. They've already got 3. They've already done what I wanted them to do, and they still have 3 games to go before the bye. The fact that they beat Houston and the fact that they went to San Francisco and won, they're surpassed my expectations.
Well, we've seen teams win with lesser offenses over the years. When Baltimore won the Super Bowl, they didn't have a great offense. They had an adequate offense.
Right.
Okay?
They had an all-world defense.
We saw Tampa Bay with Chucky. Okay? What did he win? He won with Tampa Bay's defense.
Yeah. Their
stouted Tampa 2 type defense with great, Warren Sapp and Nickerson. I mean, he had some great defensive players. So I don't care how you win, but don't hurt the team. So if your offense does enough to win games and not hurt yourself and have your defense do takeaways and be who they are with pride and play physical, we're seeing a better physical team in Jacksonville that we have seen in the past, offensively and defensively. So I give my hats go off on bringing those personnel and the veteran players they brought in. The acquisitions have made a difference.
There's no doubt. The veterans that have brought in, absolutely. All right, Pee Wee, Lee, Scott, Thomas, all you guys, I promise, if you hang on the line, we will get to you every week here on the 5th quarter. We do give you a drive of the game. That drive of the game is brought to you by our friends at Randy Marion Cadillac. And let's do it right now. The Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game.
Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac drive of the game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
How's this for a drive for the Jacksonville Jaguars? They go 13 plays, 89 yards, take 8 minutes off the clock, punch it in for a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence to that was the Hunter Long touchdown, I believe. Yes, it was the Hunter Long touchdown to make it 14-3. 13 plays, 89 yards, 8 minutes for the score that put the Jaguars up 14-3. They would go on to win it 26-21. All right, it is the Window World of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. We are presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Your phone calls next, more analysis, and maybe an ever so brief look ahead to 1 week from tomorrow when Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs come in for Monday Night Football. We're glad you're staying up late with us right here on the 5th quarter.
Launch the downloads.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
And initiate sequence.
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, thanks for coming over so quick.
Sure thing, pal. What's the big... Whoa!
See, I told you there was a smell.
Yeah, it smells like...
Exactly, or a dead one more like it.
You need some fresh air in here.
Well, this is the problem, Jason. I've kept everything sealed up tight all summer long so I don't lose all my nice cool air. Now all the dog smells and cooking smells and home gymnasium man cave smells are all building up and I can barely...
Dude, where are the Bueller sunglasses I gave you?
Oh, I don't know. They must be in my other...
Put on my emergency pair. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing can install an air purification add-on to your existing air conditioner. Clean the air of dust and pollen and funky smells while you cool.
So I can keep all the cool air I saved up?
And your place won't smell like a dead...
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Prosser here again for Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts you can trust. You might think you have a struggle ahead, but Chad and Sandy always have a solution, and ultimately it ends in a success story. Jacksonville area homes are selling, but getting the right price requires aggressive marketing and proven systems. Hiring the experts who know how to create demand is crucial. You need Chad and Sandy Newman. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers, fast, easy, stress-free. But, man, they deliver with the promises. The local real estate experts you can trust. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Oh, and the proof is out there. Tom and Nicole in Mandarin. I got a new job in Louisiana. We found a new home. Now we'd have to sell fast to avoid paying 2 mortgages. Chad and Sandy did it. Use them today. ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beard's Diamond's a perfect example. Hicken here. You know all those other jewelers in the town center are owned by big Wall Street companies. But Beard's Diamonds, they're local, man. They've been serving our area for over 40 years. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. The money you spend at Beard's, it stays right here. And they run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory, Beard's. All the top bridal brands like Tacori and Viraggio, Beard's. The strongest warranties, and if you ever had an issue, you deal directly with the owner, Beard's. Beard's wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beard's guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. Don't buy anywhere till you get a second opinion at Beard's. I'm sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money, and it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
First Coast, I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Former Jags middle linebacker Tom McManus brings up grit to the ladies of helmets and heels.
You do it as tough as it is possible to do.
Tommy, Lauren, and Taylor.
Backed by Green Law Group. Afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Carolina Jack's in historic Riverside has been named Best Burger in Jacksonville for 5 years in a row. They serve fresh, certified Angus beef smash burgers on locally baked buns with Florida fresh produce. Try favorites like the Riverside or a bacon cheddar. They have weekday lunch specials from 11 to 2 and open Sundays for pregame or postgame. Carolina Jack's is where it's at.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1/8/2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Is the window world of Northeast Florida fifth quarter, flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Parker backs up, fields it at the 15-yard line. Made a man miss, 25-yard line, 30-yard line. That's good return by Parker. Wide, still on feet, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Parker Washington just brought it all the way back. And the Jags have extended the lead.
Frank Frangie, Jaguars Radio. Parker Washington, an 87-yard punt return for a touchdown. Boy, when that happened, you knew what that meant. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we give you a special teams player of the game that is brought to you by our friends at Superior Plumbing. RJ, let's do it now. The Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game.
Jacksonville was built on specialists. Now the Special Teams Player of the Week, sealed by Superior Plumbing and Pipeline.
Again, Parker Washington, what else can you say? An 87-yard punt return. He is this week's Special Teams Player of the Week, and that's going to go down for early candidate for one of the plays of the year for the Jaguars so far. Completely altered the momentum of that football game. San Francisco, Leon had gotten some momentum. Parker Washington snatched it all back and then some with that punt return.
He is officially a weapon, bro. All right.
He's not Parker Washington anymore. What's his name?
He's P-Dub, baby.
P-Dub.
P-Dub is officially a weapon, bro. Listen, teams now, he's going to be a point of emphasis.
Yeah.
He's gotten their attention. You know, a guy like him, a momentum changer on special teams that can take it all the way to the house. Oh, yeah. He's going to be in a lot of people's film room.
Feeling that we're talking about P-Dub with the touchdown as our next call here on the fifth quarter is Pee-wee from the South Side. Pee-wee, how we doing?
Good, man. Hey, Leon. Hey, Coach.
Right.
How does the team feel about TL, Trevor Lawrence, when he continues to miss passes and runs out of bounds when the game's on the line? There has to be some type of groundswell about this guy that they don't trust him at some point. So tell me what the team feels like when a guy continues to make mistakes.
Pee-wee, appreciate it. Again, it was far from a flawless game for Trevor Lawrence. But let's be fair here. When you say makes mistakes, the guy had no turnovers for the first time in, I believe, those last 6 outings. He did not throw a pick. He did not fumble the ball. He's actually doing a much better job with fumbles this year, for whatever that's worth. It was a turnover-free game for Trevor Lawrence. Now, there were a lot of mistakes, Coach.
Yeah.
But in the interest of fairness, he did not turn the ball over today.
No, nobody plays a perfect game out there. If you're a player out there, you defend who's out there. Okay, that's your teammate. So you're not thinking any less than him. He's not making the mistakes. He's trying to put you in position to win games. I don't think there's a problem. I don't think there's a quarterback controversy out there. He's what you got. And you play with what you have. And like you said, you're looking in the mirror at each other, and you handle your own business is what you do.
Leon, did Brian Thomas Jr. turn a corner today? Seemed to have a decent day, no drops.
He had a defense. He made it a point of emphasis to catch the ball with both hands.
Needs to get his feet in bounds.
Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, I know this is the NFL. This ain't college. All right, you just toe tap, drag it, or whatever you got to do. That was a little embarrassing, to be quite honest with you, to see him step out of bounds like that. But for the most part, during the game, he did an outstanding job catching the ball.
5 for 49, and then Brenton Strange again targeted 7 times, had 6 catches. It's not the flashy, 30-yard seam routes, but Brenton Strange has become the most reliable pass catcher on this football team. And by the way, Travis Hunter, that was an amazing catch, right? On that 3rd and 15, that was a crazy catch from the rookie from Colorado.
The more he plays, the better he's going to get, and the more confidence we're going to have in him. And like I said, when we start seeing some vertical routes out of him, I think then we're going to arrive. Our receiver's going to arrive, and our quarterback's going to arrive when we can connect on those plays.
Let's go out to California. Let's get Scott in here on 1010XL. Scott, what's happening?
Hey, fellas, thanks for taking my call. What a great, gritty win today. We as Jag fans, and I'm East Coast out here on the West Coast, we excel at embracing the suck, but we don't know how to embrace success. And these wins aren't always going to be pretty, and there's no such thing as an ugly win in my book. The win's win, especially when you only got 17 games. And maybe I hear everybody bashing on Trevor all the time, and rightfully so, he's a quarterback. He's going to get all the attention. But maybe our expectations were just a little too high coming out of Clemson. He went to an organization that's historically been bad and expected to be the savior. It takes time. We got a first-year head coach, great play caller. I think they got the right guy. But these things are usually 3 to 5 year projects, and we're way ahead of schedule. If anybody would have told you when the schedule came out, if we were 3-1 after week 4, I think every Jaguars fan would have been ecstatic. But the thing I see that's going on the field is the ball isn't round. It bounces funny. And right now it's bouncing our way, but there's going to be games that ain't going to bounce our way. And we got to get this offense playing with confidence. That's what I see that Trevor's lacking. He just doesn't have the confidence. He's got the skill set, and I think this is the coaching staff to get this out of him. They've brought in other players. I mean, look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was a high draft pick. Other organizations gave up on him, and now he's winning. He won in Minnesota. He's doing a good job up in Seattle.
Baker Mayfield as well.
Yeah, shake and bake, absolutely. And who did he? I mean, yeah, he went out to L.A. and I think Liam might have even been on the staff.
He was,
when he was there. Yeah, and now look at Baker in Tampa. He's playing with confidence. He's gritty. He's everything you want in a quarterback. Quarterbacks throw interceptions. That's what they do. They throw touchdowns. They're going to put the ball in harm's way. They're going to take risks. You don't want to take that out of a player.
Scott, appreciate it. We got to move on, but I agree. I mean, look, I think Trevor lacking confidence. Well, of course. I mean, look at Trevor Lawrence. Look at the hand he's been dealt here. From Urban Meyer to Doug Peterson and Press Taylor, and now to Liam Cohen. He's only 25 years old. I mean, that could be tough on anybody. But again, you know, what I like about it is the wins. The offense needs to figure some stuff out, Leon, because as the caller said, Scott, and he's correct, at some point the defense is not going to be able to force 3 or 4 turnovers a game.
Well, here's the thing. Trevor's not costing us games. Let's just say that,
right.
All right? He's not costing us
like
games.
He was last year.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really important. And the fact is, and Coach will tell you this, we both, Coach, and it's hard to win games, and it's not easy. Wins in the NFL do not come easy. They're hard to win. When you get them and your quarterback looks subpar, you take them. You absolutely take them. And I think that's what we should understand is that Trevor may not be playing spectacular, but we still got dubs. You know, hopefully, you know, maybe he'll get better down the stretch. But if we keep giving him adequate protection, keep running the ball effectively, and keep playing the way we're playing on defense, we're going to win a lot more games than we lose.
We got 2 more phone callers. Let's get to them really quick. Last segment of phone calls, Lee and Thomas. We'll begin with Lee in St. John's. Lee, what do you got?
Hey, just want to say first and foremost, it's great to be a Jag. I'm a big fan. We're all fans. Fans is short for fanatic. We're all going to have different opinions. But dang it, let's embrace it, enjoy it, celebrate it, and let's start from the top. Because any organization, I'm sorry, sports, industry, any business, it all starts from the top and the right leadership. And I get it, there's been whatever with Shad Khan, but Tony and whatever he did to get in Shad Khan's ear during the interviewing process, it started from the top. And it is now a top-down approach. It is empowerment. It is accountability. And it's a growth. And we are in that stage. And that is all you can ask from an organization to make a change, empower from the top down, and good things come.
We appreciate the call. And, Coach, to that point, you saw a video of Shad Khan celebrating with James Gladstone, Liam Cohen, and Tony Baselli today. Shad has always wanted to win. Look at the money and the resources he's put towards this franchise. Has he made some bad hires over the years? Absolutely. And I think he will obviously admit to that. But it appears on the surface right now that he's made some really good hires this offseason.
Well, I think there's some happiness in him right now. He's excited about the newness. And I think he believes. I think he's hired. He truly feels he's hired the right temperament person, the right smart person. I think, you know, it's a great hire right now. And whatever, he's a great teacher. And that's the most important thing right now. And just like he said at the end of the game, he goes, every game we're trying to get better. We're not there yet, but we're trying to get better. And I think they're buying into it when they listen and they look at the film. And when it doesn't work out, they say, hey, you slipped. You didn't listen. You didn't stay focused. You didn't do the things that we preach every single day that we want to do. So if that keeps going on, no matter how we do things, do we finish strong? Do we play aggressively? Do we fight? Does the fight stay with you? We'll find a way to win.
Leon, I remember one of your former teammates, Kevin Hardy, said this on an NBC interview leading into the Denver playoff game because they were interviewing K-Hard after the win in Buffalo in the playoffs. And he's like, yeah, we're an organization that was used to losing, and now we're getting used to winning. And when you start getting used to winning after you've been used to losing, it means that much more to you. So for the Heinz Allens of the world and the Foyers and the Tysons and the Trevors and the guys that have been through nonsense here, loss after loss after loss, you can tell what these wins mean to these guys.
Yeah, especially wins like organizations like the 49ers. I mean, because you look at the 49ers, the Chiefs, the Bills, and at some particular time, you get tired of paying homage to them. Get tired of hearing about how great they are. You know what? Line up. You put your pants on. I put mine on. Your pants, and let's go at it. I mean, that's the narrative. That's the thinking. When you go into a game, you got to say you can't pay. It was very important that this team changes the narrative of what they think they are. I think Liam Cohen has a lot to do with that when it comes to toughness, being physical, matching up with people, calling plays, getting after it kind of. Because, I mean, at some particular point, you got to believe that you're the better team. And you're going to go out there and show it, improve, and execute it on every Sunday or every opportunity you get as a football player.
Let's get one more in. Final call of the night. Thomas, you're in under the wire. You got about 60 seconds. What's on your mind?
Okay, thank everybody for the call. And I agree with mostly everything was being said. I think Mr. Cersei said it earlier. Trevor got that bag early. So some of this stuff he's doing is unacceptable. He needs to hold himself accountable with the team. And we had the first quarter right now, and I give the Jaguars an A- because they got cheated out of that game. They lost. But they know they got a target on them now, and they need to be ready because they're going to be coming at them now. They're not going to take the Jaguars as the old Jaguars. They just need to keep pushing. Trevor can get it done. Let's win this division and get in the playoffs. And thank you all for taking my call.
Thomas, appreciate it. There's no doubt that, look, when the Jaguars beat Carolina, nationally, nobody cared. When the Jacksonville Jaguars beat Houston last week, nobody really cared. You look online, at least some of the pundits, today was noticeable. People noticed Jacksonville going into San Francisco and winning at 3-1. And if you beat Mahomes next week here on Monday Night Football, well, then it's a story. It got people's attention today. You win next week, the Jaguars become a story nationally, which is something to hope for next Monday night. Speaking of that, let's preview that game. We'll put a wrap on the fifth quarter on what has been a very glorious Sunday evening. The Jaguars 3-1 after the victory in San Francisco. The Window World of Northeast Florida fifth quarter. We're presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. One segment to go. Glad you're with us. 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Hey, we all think we're experts on football, right? Well, it's time to prove it with Prize Picks. Hicken here for Prize Picks. Listen, you and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right, it gets you paid. So what are we experts on? Like the Jaguars. We know what Brian Thomas Jr. is going to do, and Prize Picks makes it fun. It's simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you cash in. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks doesn't count it as a loss. Prize Picks put their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Download the app today and use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you pay your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Fall is here. The air is crisp. Football is on, and the perfect backyard atmosphere starts with a high-quality fireplace from CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. Hey, it's Joe C. Imagine nights by the fire, cheering on your team, surrounded by friends and family. CSS can transform your outdoor space into the ultimate game day destination. Stylish, warm, and built for memories. With several wood, gas, and electric options, let CSS make your backyard the best seat in the house. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
Hi, folks. Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance painting.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Jacksonville.
Hear the Florida Gators all season on 1010XL. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. The law firm of Farah & Farah and Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Go Gators!
You waited forever for your new fence. Then strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, superiorfenceandrail.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The window world of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter, flavored by Hurricane Grill and Wings and Apex Roofing and Contracting on 1010XL.
Purdy under center this time. Play fake, drop the Jags blitz. He hit him, the ball's out! The ball is out! They knocked it out of there! Jacksonville trying to jump on top of it! No signal yet!
That's the Jaguars ball.
The Jags have it! They created yet another turnover, and they got the ball away from the 49ers!
Frank Franchi on the call, Jaguars Radio. Eric Armstead in his return to San Francisco. What a play. Every week here on the fifth quarter, we do give you an injury update. It is brought to you by our friends at Farah & Farah. And let's do it right now, the Farah & Farah Injury Update.
The personal injury attorneys of Farah & Farah present this injury update. Farah & Farah.
Jacksonville.
Exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Physical game. A lot of guys left the game. Some guys came back. I know Anton Harrison was kind of in and out. Foye Oluwakin was in and out. Eric Murray went out, I believe, came back in, then went out again. The two guys that I know left that did not come back were Antonio Johnson, and the big one is Trayvon Walker with the wrist, and that'll certainly be something we have to monitor moving forward. Trayvon has not been hurt a lot in his career, but he did miss about 2 quarters today. He was questionable for a while, ultimately did not come back in the game. All right, we got 2 minutes to go. Final thoughts from both you guys. We'll begin with Coach. 3-1, and now Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs come in for Monday Night Football. What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts, let's shut the quarterback down. Let's shut Kelsey down. Let's handle the receivers, but let's attack the quarterback best you can. Let's get the turnovers. And on the other side of the ball, let's make it happen.
Leon, you and I have been part of many fifth quarters that have not been very pleasant in the month of September. 3-1 for only the second time since 2008 for this organization. First time since 2018. And Mahomes and the Chiefs come in next Monday.
Listen, it's Monday night. Let's give them a show. Let's absolutely get in the show. I mean, put pressure on them, run the ball, control the ball, neutralize Chris Jones, stop Kelsey, and Let's see what happens, man. Let's lace up the gloves and go on the ring with the Titans, see what happens.
I like what you said earlier. The narrative last week was Houston had won every game here since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative this week is the Jaguars can't win on the West Coast. I can tell you what the narrative is going to be moving forward. On national TV as of late, the Jaguars have looked awful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, awful on national TV. Really, really bad. And that's going to be something they're going to be asked about all week with a national TV audience coming in here for Monday Night Football next week.
Just put on the show, bro. Why not?
Yeah. Cancel the noise and do your job.
Do your job. Absolutely.
3-1 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The coach, Gerald Ingram. I'll talk to you tomorrow night on Hacker After Dark.
Love talking ball with you.
Leon Searcy. Get him every day on Prime Time. Leon will be with me Wednesday on Hacker After Dark. Good luck to the Hurricanes on Saturday over there in the state capitol.
I don't think you mean that.
No, actually, I do. Against Florida State, I absolutely do.
I just want to make sure that.
Yeah. RJ Saunders was your producer. This has been the Window World of Northeast Florida, fifth quarter. We have been presented by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings. Jeff Prosser will be in this studio at 6 a.m., and we will kick off 16 hours of local programming on a Victory Monday. And I'll talk to you beginning at 8 o'clock tomorrow night on Hacker After Dark. Until then, enjoy the 3-1 start for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Good night, Jacksonville.